We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on. Okay, ready?
56 is the mic.
Check pass. Check pilot. 64. Weak.
Watch the shift. Light 52.
It's Young on first down. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try the left side. It's Clayton, and he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Clayton, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You better bring it. You better bring it. Ready?
Now a give, right side. Clayton.
You ain't doing nothing.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
50, play.
56. Let's go, D.
3rd down, Young from the gun. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and the Bears take over.
On the ready. Watching your time. You ain't going nowhere.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Any weapon. Hit it.
On first down, Polk. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's complete. Stills. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43.
55, Mike.
They're going to look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Stills the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On 2nd down now, Carmichael, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. 2nd and 15. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brian Burns, his 2nd sack of the night. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
X3, 218, chop it. Watch the shift, watch the shift.
throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
A gain of 5. First down, Bears.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bears 3, 49ers nothing.
Ready, set. 54, right there. 54 miles. Check back. Snap.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Brian Burns bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
Second down.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Yo, whip. Watch the whip. Hey, echo. Get it.
They'll set up to throw. His throw incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They run the counter. Carmichael. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on third and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on fourth down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
They'll run on first down. It's Clayton, and to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, it's Clayton, and this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Young on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Right there in the middle, 55. Oh, here we go.
On first down, Carmichael. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guy for moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down now, Polk. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll set up a throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
56.
A second down throw for Young. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. Give him 32 on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. That is caught inside the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get... And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Come on, set. 30 base. 56. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
2. Following the interception, Young. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Pick your game up.
Here's Young to throw again. And this is caught at the 8. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. In for the score. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, the first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On third down, Carmichael. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. They run the counter. Carmichael. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down. Carmichael, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
2nd and 10. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they hit.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Brian Burns, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll drop the throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. It's Young off play action. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They run it with Bibbs. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't it?
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just shy of midfield, Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
X3, 218, chop it. Shoot.
Young will set to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Carmichael. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
A gain of 4. And then 3rd down.
1 quarter remains for a trip to title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Here I come! Here I come! Here I come! Ready?
Bell here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring this all the way to midfield.
Brandon, offensively, behind the ball. It's been difficult. I've got to get the secondary, especially the core, have had the receivers on lockdown.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10, right yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset of this team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Young, wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Joker, 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 Joker. Now.
And he'll give it here. And he's brought down just outside of the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Well, just as they thought they were going to add to their lead, the rug gets pulled from right underneath them on that pick. And now after that big return, might be the other sideline grabbing the lead.
Yeah, very well could be. This is where you count on your defense to go out and make, I'm not going to call it a miraculous stop, but make it very difficult for them to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second and goal from the 6 this time. 2nd and 6. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Now back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Brings up 3rd inches.
30 base. 61, match box, light. Ready?
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 14.
Ready, ready.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
They'll run on first down. Carmichael. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Let's go, D. Set.
He'll look to throw. This is caught. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check your hot read. X3, 218, chopper.
Young to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Young. Now a desperation throw deep. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. On 1st down, Carmichael. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say from Silicon Valley.